let's hope that we have slightly fewer satyrs and fawns moving forward. I do want that amulet of regen though. A half decent stat stick on the longsword here, except for the contamination ego, which does make it just unusable as a quick insta swap item if we need those resistances. Mainly for the electricity resistance though, that it caught my eye, because as we saw in Snake, that is something that we are currently struggling in and lacking. So I guess we shall see. Maybe in the future here we can change our minds, but until that moment, I'm feeling pretty alright with the kit we have. And not shabby. I do want a scroll of fear, please and thank you. So we'll grab that if you don't mind. And this is much more my speed when it comes to shoals. We're hoping for a hell of a lot more beasties and much less javelineers and or slingshot users and or bow users. You know, just to throw everything, all of our greatest hopes and desires into one quick shopping list there. Okie dokie, before we get surrounded here, let's think about this. We have 2d15 on Flame Wave, so it actually deals decent damage. We have the water there as well. Oh, but we can become engulfed, and that is an issue. And speaking of issues, well, Divine Exegesis, when in doubt, Divine Exegesis again. How am I feeling about the rest of you? Not great, honestly, so I'm going to read a teleport. I think it takes effect before Death's Door expires. Really hope so when I get dropped into a net like that. Yikes. But okay, I don't believe we have any enemies here. I'm worried that somebody has randomly explored this direction in the intervening moments, but seems like we're okay. Holy cow. Death's Door, sick as hell. By and large, MVP for this run in particular. Always pretty solid when we do end up bringing it into our spell list, but it's generally a pretty rare occasion. I should have checked what was in my quiver there before immediately dropping it out so that we didn't find ourselves using up valuables like we did the last time, but that's fine. Nothing to worry about. And much better now that we've kind of broken these out into more manageable group sizes. I should be worried about those Aquamancers in the future. I think what I wasn't kind of reconciling there, I have no cold resistance, so throw Icicle is going to hit. And then they also have their wave ability. So both of those are nasty pieces of work. Really struggled to make my way through that sentence, but that's fine. Nasty pieces of work. And lots to potentially buy in the future from that shop. It's looking pretty dang good. Oh, this is interesting that we got two of this same setup for our stairs. Not every day. And hopefully the rest of Shoals here is a little bit more straightforward. Let's try to find ourselves in less near-death experiences, if at all possible. You know, sure, maybe a little greedy to be requesting such good fortune and favor, but fingers crossed. And this is real dumb of me, but I think most of them are going to die in the intervening flame waves here. The mighted satyrs are a problem. I could do a very early Death's Door. I'm going to burn through all my piety way too quickly if I do it that way, but did I fail to cast it? Whoa, whoa, whoa. I failed to use my ability. Oh my gosh. I'm not going to fail 2 3% in a row, right? Defiantly stand in death's doorway. Hell yeah, brother. Oh gosh, there are more coming. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. That changes things very, very quickly. What do I wish to do with you? So Blink Scroll obviously gets us out of the hot seat here. So does Fear, probably. So probably Fear. Hope that none of them regain their wits in time to catch me on my journey. Okie dokie. Well, let's chill out a little. I no longer have Divine Exegesis. Deserved, highly deserved, after how much of a workhorse we've made it. Oh gosh, this sucks. The net is a problem, so we're just gonna have to flame wave and hope that these sons of guns get their what for and take you upstairs, my friend. Fantastic. Okay, not too bad there. Not the end of the world quite yet, though we seem to be trending in that direction. Some of these encounters. In fact, holy moly, what happened? We had such a nice life back in early Shoals, back in the regular dungeon. I guess we were being carried by a +10 Bardiche, so that holds some credit, some merit, to say the least. But okie dokie, let us just run from you for now, my friend. You had Darts of Dispersal, and I think that was the only thing really in your court at the moment here. Yeah, Venom Demon Trident shouldn't be the end of the world, though it's not exactly ideal either. In fact, maybe we switch to a little legend of speed action, knowing full well that the Berserk, I guess, could have been a horrible mistake, but I was fairly hopeful that we'd find ourselves in an equation much like what we saw there. Some Steamed Fawn, not quite as popular of a delicacy as Steamed Eel, but no less tasty. Okie dokie. That ring, already looking pretty nice. That amulet, looking extremely nice. Holy moly. Now I definitely have to survive long enough to gain access to these sons of guns, eh? Yikes, yikes, yikes. The strength off this ring mixed with the will. I should say the strength will make our plate armor even easier to wear than it currently is, so that's wonderful. The willpower, though, will be huge for when we do have to switch off from the Bardiche. Oof. This is tough. Pressure is now on. Centaur Warrior? Where are you, my friend? Well, I hate to break it to you, but you never learned how to swim. Which is weird, because I feel like most horses come at swimming pretty naturally. Do you think the extra, I don't know, weight and awkwardness of how the weight distribution is set up on a centaur makes swimming a bit less feasible? One could imagine. And that's a good start for us. We're just going to keep heading back to the stairwells. Let's just poke and prod, small bits of the floor at a time. We don't rush this, and maybe, just maybe, everything will be alright. I mean, as we start to get surrounded by merfolk, that's when the worry does start to set in slightly, but let's put all the foxfires out there. Fawns, hello? Interesting. It's been kind of working out for us fighting from deep water here, since fawns apparently are the bane of my existence. I will regret saying anything along these lines when we face off against a bunch of merfolk from that position. But we'll see if that becomes a factor that we have to actually deal with, or maybe, just maybe, we'll be okay here. I want to be essentially just full health every time I come down the stairs, and then I can almost always safely get in a few licks of my own, as it were. And that's a rest up from me. Again, a little more stair dancing heavy than I might normally desire, but that's not the end of the world, and we are aiming for yield anything to survive here, if at all possible. Double Okay, this is slightly better off in some fashions. I would like to get some fire damage off on our friend of the waves there, but that's fine. I do have divine exegesis back, so that's nice. I'm hoping though, if we can just dance around here, perfect. Can save that for when we truly need it. Excuse me, no one noticed me. I'm just gonna sneak my way around the old top side. Fantastic. Holy moly. Well, slow and steady, I guess, is what we're living up here today. Or living up to, I should say. Again, my ability to speak, to parlay any information whatsoever has been drastically hindered by my own ineptitude today. Something that I'm surprised, on one hand, doesn't happen more often, but also sad that it is something we're contending with here today. I don't know where my brain was trying to go with that sentence, so we just kind of did a bit of winging it. And for all of you friends, we again... Oh, hello. You weren't supposed to be here. I did not see you. What's IMB and Scorchia? Whoops. That would have been a terribly embarrassing way to go. Again, failing downwards due to my own ineptitude is something that I'm not okay with. I should instead fail upwards. I should be reaping in the benefits of some non-existent nepotism within the dungeon. Have you know, Zot was my great grandpops, or something along those lines. I feel like we left some enemies untaken care of, which I don't love. But we're gonna keep heading in. Hey, Louise. Jeez Louise, indeeds. Oh no. Okay. There we go. Pretty much ended as ideally as I possibly could have desired. 2d26 is the damage that this son of a gun puts down on us. So let's double check. Warping, 3d9 damage. I need it to kill the Drake. Because Yaks? Ain't no thing. Ain't no thing. Just throw some of these bad boys out there. Hell yeah, brother. Oh, let's continue resting up, and then we can blame you a little bit, my deathly friend, and that is perfect. Otherwise, though, this stairwell now just contains a Louise, I believe. At least as far as our current breadth of knowledge avails us to. That's one of those sentences that doesn't actually make sense if you think about it, so I'd advise you to not think about it, is the solution there, of course. And okie Okie holy moly. Okay, if I could now, yeah, just get a bit of a crew coming to me. Don't have to chase them down. That is lovely. And we should be able to deal with these sons of guns without too much issue. Especially the sea snake branching out on their own makes things a bit more tenable. And what else have we got here? I mean, Invo, again, we could raise up even higher. Reduce that 3% failure rate that we did end up hitting recently to virtually non-existent 1% would be nice. But the other token, the other side of the coin here is I probably need more spells. We're kind of hitting a wall where we're not fully embracing our like melee combat. We don't have a good setup for that really at 26 armor class. This stage in the game, it's good. But it's, I guess I don't know what I'm saying. It's pretty fantastic. But for whatever reason, I feel the need to potentially workshop in a few more spells and just make sure that we have more options at our disposal. If we could be relying on Divine Exegesis slightly less, for example, could be nice. We do have Vile Clutch. Vile Clutch is pretty solid for our character here and would definitely help. It does like good control work in zoning enemies, keeping them from being able to approach you. Good damage as well. I think I very easily convinced myself. So Necromancy, that'll come up pretty fast here. And then probably Earth Magic. It's about time for you as well, my friend. In fact, I'm feeling slightly higher in the Earth Magic department. Let us also, while we're at it here, learn Fugue. Very cheap to learn and will be online very quickly as our Necromancy trains. And then on top of that, let's just learn Bjornir's Vile Clutch now. And then as soon as it becomes fully castable, we'll be able to start throwing it out there right away, which is nice. If I could just get one of you kiddos, fantastic. And just simplify all of the equations. Beautiful. I'm very tempted. I want to like be using the Lajtang a bit more. Okay, Aquamancers. Torinski, did we learn from our mistakes? Will we respect the Aquamancer and all that they do and bring to the table? Manticore, you got those little wings. Those sons of guns vestigial? Are you still able to come over deep water? I'm not too sure. It's been a long time since we got the grassy keep, I guess, for lack of a better description. Yikes. Nightmare, nightmare, nightmare. That's not good. This was what I was worried about when I left these sons of guns behind. So, again, this probably falls under the purview of highly deserved. Oh my gosh, and you're not dying as quickly as I thought you would. I don't know how much longer we got the clutch here. So, that was not the right answer. What the heck do I do with you kids? I probably should keep swinging ye old Bardiche. Potentially what I'm gonna do, let's get a description on that death's door, eh? Hey folks? Brief period, dangerous close. Healing effects do nothing. We will get a warning shortly before it expires. Have I gotten that warning? I don't believe so. So you're saying there's a chance. Time is quickly running out. So is this where I blink? probably should, eh? Yeah, I want to save my blinking scroll for the future, but unfortunately, we don't know if that future is really a possibility unless I get out of dodge there right away. And so with that in mind, let's head for deep water. The only place we are completely safe. And okay, we no longer have divine exegesis. That's fine. Let's forget the floor because I need to hunt these sons of guns down and take care of the problem now, shall we? Take some foxfires. Again, steamed satyr, also a delicacy. Fantastic, and that probably was the same crew, right? So we could have very easily saved ourselves a blink scroll with a bit of due diligence before heading down, but such is life. Far from the first mistake, and will also be, I'm sure, plenty of mistakes to come after as well. Steamed merfolk is lovely. Maybe if I can get some good fortune there. Did seem to at the very end do a little bit more traction, or get a bit more traction. Let us. Tin of Tremorstones once doesn't quite fit the bill. What else can I do against these kiddos? If I get poisoned, I'm actually kind of setting myself up for disaster. So I should probably be a little bit more cognizant of that with our friendly snake there. Okay, Merfolk Javelineer down.